Water baptism is not essential for salvation. I said this in a previous short, and if you haven't seen that one, then check out the related video. But in Romans 10:9, it says that if you confess with your mouth Jesus as Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, then you shall be saved. And I mentioned this verse in that previous short, but I want to dig into it a little bit more because it almost sounds too simple. When we think about this, like, okay, I just say it and then believe it and I'm saved. And we see so many people in church respond to an altar call. They go up to the front, or maybe we share with them the gospel and they say, yeah, I want to receive Jesus. And they say the prayer, but then they just go right back to living their old way. And we wonder, well, are they saved or are they not? And the thing that I want to point out about this is that something that we don't really necessarily catch with this is the importance of believing in your heart. The verse specifically says to believe in your heart. And I think many of us, when we see these people, what has happened is they have believed in their mind, because it's very easy to make a logical decision when we're witnessing to someone, or they're hearing the gospel and they're hearing that there's these two sides. There's heaven and there's hell, and hell is torment, heaven is paradise. And if you don't choose Jesus, if you don't say yes to Jesus, then you're going to hell. And this is the only way to get to heaven. And so when we see that, it is easy to logically think, well, I don't want to go there. So yeah, I'll say yes to this one so that I can go there. And they think that, well, I said yes, now that's secured, and I'm just going to go back to my life. The problem is that the hard part is getting it to go from the head to the heart. And not everyone, when they've made that decision, have they made that decision in their heart. Because when that decision gets into your heart, then your heart changes. And when your heart changes, your life begins to change. And as your heart changes, your heart becomes more given to the Lord. And when that happens, then your life is actually changing. Your life is now going from serving me, going from worldly things, going to selfish desires, to God's desires, serving God, heavenly things. And that is the difference between believing in your mind and believing in your heart.